know if it dead ends,
Yeah,
but we
pretty well.
never know where it's gonna go after that. That's
Yeah,
it.
right. So it's just basically, because Ron, was they gonna take that little bridge out?
That was the last discussion. There's a concrete box culvert at the end that has no use, and we would like to have it gone. Because it has no use.
That would, your part.
Mayor, we were all, yourself, myself, developer, at the Honda TIF board meeting. Remember, the developer wanted several things in writing before it happened. He said he wanted that contract, of course, with Midwest Logistics. It's gonna be the hauler. It's public there. It's already public in the TIF board, so it could be public here too. I mean, it's all public. I know there's a question about that, but it was public at the TIF board meeting. So that's public information. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. The second was that it would have in writing from the Board of Works that they accept the negotiation between, or the work between Ron and Tom, that would be agreed upon. Right, that was number two.
That the city would accept.
The city would accept, okay. And the third one, I don't remember,
Somebody would build the road.
they were building, that's great, and they are reimbursed. The developer builds the road, they're reimbursed by the Honda TIF board. Okay. I think it would be reasonable to put into writing, and Chris could do that, that they would maintain that during the course of construction until the project is complete in 2 years. Don't think that would be a complicated document. You tell me, I'm not the attorney. But I think, they want in writing. I think we could have in writing as a city that they would maintain that until the end of the project. Agree?
Try it.
Okay. Ron, comment?
It is a city street, and ultimately, it is the responsibility of the city to maintain that. Who might be willing to assist in that process? I don't think it was ever discussed anywhere, was it? It was discussed about improving what's out there, widening it, improving the stone section, and then, actually, I think the redevelopment commission committed to probably half of the bituminous material that's needed. One of my reservations, I don't know if that's the right word, the pavement section that's proposed is kind of an all-purpose pavement section suitable for traffic that's not nearly 100% truck traffic. And we're gonna be fairly close to 100% out. We're gonna be probably 60%, 80% truck traffic out on this road. I think it's workable. I think we probably need to tweak a thing or two in the design. And having some time to find bad spots is a good thing, but of course, if we find bad spots, then somebody has to withstand the cost of the rest of this.
Okay. Any more questions? Comments, guys?
You said we were behind,
This was
Let's
the
see,
reason why we
at
had
seven,
this meeting.
at 7:45.
Sorry.
Okay, I just.
No,
Sure.
I just,
Okay.
we need to get this addressed so that they can start building the road to get the
Right,
vehicles in.
yeah, I'm supportive in concept, I really do think, I agree, I think if, the TIF is willing to do this, which is appropriate for them to do because it's in the TIF area. I think we should say yes. Here's what I would propose that we, I hope they would be agreeable with it, that the design has to be acceptable by the city, i.e. Ron, Mayor, if we need to get involved, fine, but it has to be acceptable by the city, and you, unless you need consultation. And secondly, that the maintenance would be 50-50 between the time that the road's constructed until the time that the hard surface is put down, that it would be, the maintenance, if there are maintenance costs to the road, that it would be a 50-50 split between TIF and the city. And then we go. I mean, that'd be my proposal. I don't know what others think of that as acceptable.
I'm the mayor, 60 jobs coming to town, I'm not gonna give the store away, but I'm not gonna be real critical of that.
Well, the way the thing's set up is that, you know, we're going slowly and not busting. I mean, the first time we talked about this project was $300,000. And so there's a big difference in cost. We got about half that cost now because of the way we're doing it. So,
Now, that being a city street, snow removal will city have to, and are we capable?
we'll leave it.
The challenge is the plow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, some stone and stuff, it's a little different.
And they indicated they do expect that service from us.
Right.
Obligated.
But we'll get through that.
Well-
It won't snow.
I'm going to write this down.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll have one motion. Let's see.
I might make one other comment here. Effectively, what is being proposed is that, yes, we would kind of issue a permit to the developer to build our road under our supervision, but we're kind of allowing here, somebody's authorizing him to come onto our street and reconstruct.
I think that's why I said it has to be designed and constructed to our criteria, or to our acceptable level. I think that's only reasonable. I mean, I think that's not an unreasonable request.
If it becomes a problem, it's our liability.
Right, so I think, you know, we're the ones that have our neck on the line. And again, I just think the maintenance costs, hopefully it won't be, I mean, if he builds it right, it's gonna be minimal, or not minimal, but hopefully it will be less than could be. And I think, you know, the 50-50 on part of the TIF, I think that's reasonable for the TIF to accept that as well. So that's my proposal, make that as a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Second? Any questions? So Ron and I will watch the road be built. I just take care.
Good. I fully expected that. I fully expected that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Passes, thanks. So will you pass it on, Ron? Or Mark, you pass it on, sorry.
Yeah, Mark, that's a
Keep
Mark.
going, Mark.
I want it to tweak
So,
this section up at the existing pavement.
next on the list is Johnson Brothers. Johnson Building was, which is, off of Broadway, behind the police department off to the side. We have a few tanks in there. A year ago, they had a quote on removing the tanks. And it's been a year.
Specifically, the 6th of February, 2015, the agreement was executed.
So the agreement was with this company to remove the tanks for cost. Well, then when they didn't remove them a year that's truly their fault or the city's fault for not bringing them on.
A quick bit of history. We were in the process of acquiring that property through a tax certificate. And initially it was thought, and this is before my time also, but initially it was thought to go ahead and remove those underground storage tanks. For whatever reason, it was decided that before those tanks were removed by the city, it was better for the city to first own the title, to hold the title of the property. So the agreement had been executed, but the removal was delayed at the request of the city until the tax certificate progressed through notification requirements in the courts. And I think sometime in November, we actually received title of the property. So that was nearly a year up there. And then with Dan coming in and several things to figure out, starting up, it took us a little bit of time to see where that stood. We got into the middle of spring and finally dug into it, so we were a year later, a little more than a year later.
But we did have them resubmit a contract. Because I was afraid that it was gonna be more or less, or I didn't know.
They generally agreed to hold their initial fees, but pointed out that there's been some regulatory changes and there was requirements for doing some additional testing for that. They proposed about a 6% increase in their fees, not to raise their fees per se, but to cover the additional work. You want numbers here?
Yeah, just go ahead.
The initial proposal was for $48,300 to remove up to 4 tanks. They came back this year in May of 16 and said they thought the cost would be $52,700. About that time, the mayor asked one of their competitors to make a proposal on the same services, and we were very careful to keep apples to apples. We provided a reasonably detailed suite of services to the new firm as compared to what was agreed to by the old firm. And they came back with a proposed cost of $21,800. While I've never been a fan of bidding professional services, because there's some inherent problems in that. I believe both of these firms to be reputable, capable of doing the work, that we compared apples to apples, and for half the price. That was what I'm saying.
Well, the kicker that I think in, this was the original group that did the testing and stuff, and said what was there, how many grams, and then they went to a different group, where they had to start over basically. These guys had already had the paperwork started with the thing, so I think that's where we're kind of, he's going to do a double pay. The question was, it was approved by the board to pay the $50,000 and 48. And my question is, can I bring a contract pay?
Can,
And he felt that I had to come before you to ask you the question, because I think it came out of the rainy day fund. Money was appropriated through that.
I slept a few nights since then.
I'm pretty sure that it was rainy day fund, though. I mean, because it was also discussed at the council meeting. I wasn't at a board meeting, but it was also discussed at the council meeting.
Council would have approved the money, but the board of works maybe entered into the agreement or authorized the mayor to do so.
Well, the question is, was there an agreement signed?
Yes.
Was there a time limit on the contract itself? And is there, because of them changing their cost, does that give us the opportunity to rebid it, so to speak, or to ask for others, and therefore be able to have a new contract?
Yeah, I did review the old one. I think there is a termination clause that you can
And we are,
Legally, I think you can make it clear that that contract is being revoked, you're going to enter into a new contract.
we're also,
Yes.
we're also proposing a determination letter that if they have any outstanding charges that they have not billed us for, that within reason, we will honor such charges.
For absorbing an awful lot of charges for the difference. I'd say, so. Reasonable charges. Yeah. I think it's a no-brainer for budget, but it's.
Okay. Well, I wanted to bring, I know the other group, and they've done local businesses in town, and that's why I kind of called them and said, hey, would you look at this?
After we received the second proposal, and it was noticeably different, I had a conversation with them, inquired as to why they were able to be so much lower. And one of the items they pointed out was neither of these firms over an excavator, we would be able to do the digging themselves as subcontract that would iterate environmental monitoring maintenance. The lower price said they had made arrangements with a local excavator and felt like there was more savings in doing that.
So,
You need a motion?
yes, I think so, don't we?
Yes.
Yes, please.
I would move that we,
Do you need names?
I would just say that we invoke the cancellation of the original contract and having it rebid, having used bid amounts provided we take the lower bid, the
Second.
firm with the lower bid.
Any questions, any more questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Next I have, Steve Garrett, Chief Garret. I wanted you guys to see the new fire plans. We do have, for the new firehouse. This is the time for us to look over and discuss and, see what's, so if there's scratches on there, those are things that they found when they got through it, and they're still going through and making sure that everything that's going on. Well,
Coming into this area.
He didn't ask
These are those cookies.
Just if it was, they're marked. Look like this.
Come around here, you can
Okay.
sit in there and then you can see it. Well, I couldn't do it up there.
Up here with dispatch area.
Mhm.
The dispatch area is up here, this here is the living, this was right here where the detectives were operating is. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take over this area, this was an office, we're gonna make it into a building. This here was like a classroom, this was a ear chair.
Interrogation room.
Yeah, we're gonna make that. The families, or something. This here was like area, kitchen. And we have, 3 rooms here.
That's my key.
Here, easy access. And then we're gonna put a shower here. And then this will be a walk-through, you know, with a washer and dryer. And then, you know, when we sit there, there's stuff up. Water heater here, the service all these. And side floor here, we have to use the wood with it. Those floors are creeping up, so we're gonna add cement to the floor. And then we'll come out here where the trucks can turn in, that's all asphalt. It's only about 3 inches thick, the trucks will tear it up. easier if you go there and then you look at this. Usually it's real, but it's, the nearest restaurant is we don't have restaurants in here. It's here, basically right here, it's just too far.
Yeah, no, you need just that much.
You gotta have it all in here.
Yeah.
This will be a secure facility, they'll keep all operated, and they're not in the program. It'll be down, because we are in the police department, so we'll always have security. They have video and everything, but that's basically what's taking these routes and making them simple.
I'm turning the question, I don't know these things very well. Which side of the building is the track? I don't know.
Tracks are right out here.
Oh, those tracks are there, okay, see, I was looking at them, okay,
Yeah.
now, okay, now I can.
Street parking will be over here.
Okay, all right,
And this is the outlet there.
okay, now I see what you're talking
All this stuff. And I will have this at my office in the next week, if anyone wants to get on with it. Just give you a rough idea. We did have to make it ADA accessible, we did not. And these other ones, this other stuff is like this stuff which we this different. Here's another bigger, this something bigger one to show you what. Closest here, that's where it's going.
And the bedroom, it's like two or three. That's the three, okay. Looks like it's very nice.
Yeah, I think.
Very workable.
And they'll have somebody on their side tracks all the time.
They'll be able to, in case the EMS is stuck there, they can at least be first responders.
Yeah, I have at least one EMT over there and a first responder. Most time I'll have two. So we can start the patient care
Right.
before the ambulance gets there.
Right.
Or they can handle anything in that side track attention gets there.
Mark the back here for your guys.
Or my one's got heart drive, or at least going over right now.
I don't think they should have all the extra person around, so we get up to snuff. So, it was kind of had a surplus there for a little bit.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah. This gives you, again, like I said, I have this at the station.
Can we also see, where we at on the breathing air?
Okay, we have a company coming in from the Illinois, our SCBA breathing air machine went down and fills our SCBA bags. Our self-contained breathing apparatus for our structure bars and hazmat situation stuff. The machine has broke down. So right now we got a company coming in, looking at it. It's probably maybe $1,500 to $2,000 to look at. And I got a quote on a new machine. The new machine is $26,000. Yeah, so we're gonna try to see what we can do with it. See if we can get it feasible, fix it. If it does fix it, we'll give us some type of warning on it and stuff. We'll just see after he comes. He's coming from Illinois, so we have to pay the mileage round trip. I believe it's 8 hours of driving time, $75 an hour. We took pictures of the machine and all the information we could give him. Sent it to him, and he looked at it, and said, I got parts and stuff, he said, I can fix that machine. So we're looking at, right now, we're sort of maybe a little gamble, we're looking at possibly $2,000 to fix this machine versus $26,000. So.
And we're just saying,
Well,
and we need to try.
yeah, for sure.
And also, more information on something else. Applicant number 1 has taken his physical last Friday, so in a week we should know how his status is. Applicant number 2 is taking his EMT class right now. And then the number 3 guy, he is also taking his EMT class right now at Bloomington. So in possibly 3 weeks, we should know the results of them. This is their second week of the EMT class. And also, I'll just let you know, we're gonna run another agility test. attention. So you'll be seeing an ad in the paper possibly or online, just to let you know what's going on since you're involved with that.
We also put a poster out front, like a.
We're gonna put a sign up front that says, hiring, and then have our website on there, so they can come go online and pick up application.
In front of the fire department.
I checked today, yes, I checked today on the newspaper, and the price was $435 for 9 ads. There was one ad was a big headline ad, and then there's like, it was in the paper for 9 different times it'd be run. That's what's kind of price we was looking at. And I don't know with modernization, with everything now, maybe the way to go is like online. You know, and put that sign out there, must be.
Do we have one?
Fire department.
We have Facebook, you bring out Greensburg Fire Department, and it's on our Facebook.
Yeah, I
We
know.
have a city. So we
Yeah,
could
both of them.
see that.
Very good. And what are we looking at, Steve? 2 more?
Yeah, to,
Okay, nobody wants to get a number, all righty.
Well, we're 29, and what I'm looking at is 30 with the fire department. So all shifts are the same. Everybody has 10 with us going over there to the new side. I felt like one shift shouldn't have less than one, and if somebody gets sick, then they're less than 10. You know, so he's been working them through all the different stuff, so.
and because we are short, and I am saving money as far as salaries, I changed the staffing. I didn't change staffing, but I changed the number of guys off, so I'm not paying a lot of overtime, but instead of having 3 guys off at a time, I have 2 guys off. So I did change that. That should help cover the overtime costs. Otherwise, I'd be paying a lot of overtime if we kept the 3 guys off, so. And with the third, if I get 30 guys up there, I can probably change the staffing of the shift, and we'll have more guys working on a shift at a time per day than what we have right now. If I can get 30 guys, just for the urgent shift. Thank you.
I'm not talking about.
Sort of let me.
Guys, I really thank you. That's about all I had for the thing. We need to deal with the road and the downtown issue. So, again, thank you for being here. Anybody have anything else? Anybody out there have anything? Okay. Please don't leave. I need to talk to you before you leave.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes. What you
Yeah.
got?
All right, I got 3 things in. I know. As the city moves forward and Mr. Poling says something about looking at the ordinances, we just hope that the city keeps in mind the small entrepreneur and their ability to make a living and to have a successful business. Let's not impede those businessmen in our community and help us continue our tracks with the other organizations in our area, the Economic Development, Chamber of Commerce, Main Street, Greensburg Community Foundation. We're trying to attract more people here to live in our community, so please keep that in mind if you're looking at organizations. And we would be happy to sit in on those if invited and encouraged. So, second of all, as a citizen, thank you to the city for getting some fire truck on the south side. We really do appreciate that. And I don't know if there's
And Jeff, understand, I'm not saying, that wasn't my intent. My comment was, we've got so many ordinances that we are not enforcing, and i.e. houses with trash in the front. I've got them in my district, and I think it's time we start enforcing the ordinance. By no means do I want to.
To provide a better quality of life, so that you can be effective. So I think that's, thanks so much.
I support you guys.
Okay, all in favor of adjourning? Say aye. Thank you.